I'm the Movie Nut. Welcome back to my spooky season reviews, where I go over various Halloween classics, talk about why I like them, if they're any good, and yeah, just generally, I'm reviewing Halloween movies. So this week or today or whatever, talking about Monster House. Now, I have this cool oh shit, that's cool. I didn't realize. Yeah, I have this old DVD of it with the pop out cover kind of. Yeah, Monster House is a childhood classic for me. I saw it when I was a kid, and I thought it was one of the coolest fucking animated movies I've ever seen. And I rewatch it every couple of years because I still like it. It's not a perfect movie, and I'll get into that, but it's definitely a fun watch with kids. You know, it's a good Halloween movie. So things I like about it, first of all, it's really funny.
Are you guys mentally challenged? If you are, I'm certified to teach you baseball.
Right, I rewatched this as an adult, and I still got a couple of chuckles out of it. There's some really good jokes in the movie. I'm not going to spoil them or quote any of them because it'll just butcher it, but the characters, the lead characters, so DJ, played by Mitchell Musso, Chowder, played by, I don't fucking know his name, he's in some stuff, I don't know his name, and then, Jenny, played by Spencer Locke. They are the three main characters, and they're all reasonably funny. Chowder definitely steals the movie, though. A lot of his dialogue is so memeable. I don't know how this movie isn't more memes. Basically, everything this cunt says is top tier comedy, in my opinion. The scares are for a kids movie. You know, it has a good atmosphere. It definitely feels like a Halloween movie. It's not trying to be scary. It just is kind of unsettling, has that spooky vibe to it, which I really like. And yeah, the characters are all pretty memorable as well. All the side characters are quite quotable. It just, a lot of effort was put into the script, I thought. And the overall story is actually pretty interesting. The villain, the house itself, obviously, if you don't know, the house is possessed, but instead of being a haunted house with ghosts, the house itself is the monster. And the kids are watching it, trying to figure out what the fuck is up with it. And the house itself, I didn't think a house would be one of the best built villains in an animated movie. Best built. That's a funny pun. That's great, actually. You're one of the best crafted villains in a kids movie, but it is and the backstory is great, and the sort of motive as to why the house is evil is really well established. The voice cast for this movie, holy balls! They have fucking Jason Lee, Catherine O'Hara, Maggie Gyllenhaal, John Heder pops up. Fucking Steve Buscemi is in it. The voice cast for this movie just doesn't. Oh, they will have Kevin James in it as well, and Nick Cannon as these two cops. And again, the humor, not that it's adult humor in a sense of there's no dick jokes or shit like that, but a lot of it there's a lot of adult references. Chowder says, "Oh, my ma's gone to the cinema with her yoga instructor," or something like that. And you're just why the fuck did he say that in a kid's movie? No kid's gonna cop that. And I just think shit like that. I think it's entertaining that way. I suppose my issues with the movie would be that the animation's definitely a little bit fucking janky looking. For the time, it's okay, but some people might be put off a little bit by how rubbery the characters' faces look. It could be a stylistic choice to add to the sort of unsettling vibe, but it does make a lot of the characters look really ugly. It doesn't really commit to whether it wants to be super fun, really scary or really funny. I almost wish that this was 12s or 15s, or PG-13 or rated R if you're not Irish. I feel with a 15s rating, this could have been fucking incredible. But as it is, it's just fine. I don't criticizing movies for what they're not. I like criticizing them for what they are. But I feel there's missed potential with Monster House. It could have been funnier and scarier, and instead it settles for just being pretty funny and not scary at all. And that kind of bugs me. I also hate the ending, passionately. I don't want to spoil it. Basically, throughout the movie, you're led to believe the characters die from the house, and because it's a kids' movie, they give a sort of a happy ending, everyone's okay kind of thing. They probably did just spoil it, but it's a kids' movie. characters aren't meant to die, which I think is ridiculous because you're making a movie about a house that eats people. Kill off your characters. So that just kind of irritates me. It's like, and you can sort of tell by the way the movie's made that they didn't want that ending in it and just sort of tacked it on at the very end. Most of it's in post credits, so I like to pretend that everybody died, and you know, those are my main criticisms of the movie that stop it from being top tier. You know, if you look at other sort of spooky animated movies, if you look at Nightmare Before Christmas or Coraline or Paranorman, they're kind of similar era. It's not quite on that level of craft. Like Coraline would be the closest example. Like that movie is gorgeous. This movie is not, and that's kind of what holds it back from a perfect score for me. Is it's not fully committed to what it wants to be. It's still that element of like mid-2000s studio animated movie to it that I don't like. But other than that, I think Monster House is great crack. It's really funny, and sit and watch it with a couple of people, maybe watch it with a few drinks, and you'll have a fucking great time. I'm going to give Monster House a 7.5 out of 10. And that's the review. I told you I wouldn't give everything a 9 or a 10. I actually do have different opinions about movies. It just so happens that all the reviews I've made so far are movies that are really, really good. Tomorrow night I'll be watching Hocus Pocus, so I'll have a review for that. And then on the night of Halloween itself, I'm watching Us. So that review will be up after Halloween. I also have a whole box of Halloween movies, like literally the Halloween franchise here. My plan is to try and binge all these. I don't have the Rob Zombie ones because they're fucking impossible to get in Ireland for some reason. So my plan is to binge all of those and then hopefully make like a ranking list of all of them. So that might not be out before Halloween, but it'll be out in and around it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.